Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this session we are going to learn the sets of the 9th standard from Mathematics 1. In the previous video we have seen here the exercise number 1.1 and 1.2, that is called as the practice set 1.1 and practice set 1.2. Now in this session we are going to understand the meaning of the Venn diagram and then subset, and then we will see the examples related with the Venn diagrams and subset from the practice set number 1.3. So first of all, understand the meaning of the Venn diagrams. The great mathematician John Venn, name of that mathematician is John Venn, was first used to close figures. जॉन वेन नावाचा गणितज्ञ जो आहे त्याने काय केलं आहे की क्लोज फिगर्स मीन्स सर्कल, ट्रायंगल, rectangle, square, these are called as the closed figures. He used these figures to represent the sets. Such a type of representation is called as the Venn diagrams. Sets are denoted by using this closed figure diagram. Hence, these diagrams are known as the Venn diagrams. These diagrams are very useful to understand and illustrate the relationship among the sets and to solve the examples based on the sets. या आकृत्यांच्या द्वारे आपल्याला एक्झाम्पल समजणे फार सोपे जाते, म्हणून या आकृत्यांचा फायदा या ठिकाणी पहिल्यांदा जॉन वेन या गणितज्ञाने केला होता, म्हणून या आकृत्यांना किंवा डायग्राम्सला वेन डायग्राम असं या ठिकाणी नाव देण्यात आलेलं आहे. ओके, आपण आता एक सेट बघूयाल. एक्झाम्पल नंबर 1, सेट ए. इन दिस सेट ए देयर आर एलिमेंट्स 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These elements can be represented by using the closed figure. You may use the circle or rectangle or any type of the closed figure. Here let us use the circle. The elements are written in the closed figure. Here 1 is the element written here. 1 is the element written here. Then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. In this way we can write the elements in the closed figure and the name of that set is written outside the closed figure. You may write the name of that set in the closed figure also. In this example, in the second example, the elements are written in the closed figure as well as the name of this set is written in the closed figure also. You can use this method also. You can use the rectangle to represent the sets or to show the sets. Here the rectangle is used here. Here the elements are written like this: 5, then 9, 0, 8 and 4. These are the elements from the set C and the name of the set C is written outside the rectangle. Means you can use here the triangle or circle or rectangle. Okay, generally circle is used here. This rectangle is used to represent the universal set. We will see in details about the universal set in the next session. Now the second point is a subset. What is meant by subset? If there are two sets, namely A and B, containing some elements, the elements of set B, all elements, every element of the set B is the element of the set A, then the set B is called as the subset of A and it is written as B subset A, like this. B is written here, then use this sign like this and then write the name. So B subset A, you can read like this, B subset A. Now in the first example, let us take one example. In the set A there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. In the set B the elements are 5, 6 and 7. So observe the element of B. This 5 is the element. This is also an element of the set A. Another element means 6 of the set B is also the element of A. And the 7, the element of B is also an element of the set A. Means here every element, every means 5, 6 and 7, every elements of the set B are in the set A. Hence we can say B is the subset of A. We can write like this. Why it is subset? Because every element of the set B is an element of the set A. This concept of the subset can be illustrated with the help of the Venn diagram. You can show the set A in the larger circle or the larger figure, and the subset is shown in that figure but by the smaller one. In this way, this set A is shown like this. This set A contain here elements 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are also the elements of set A because they are in the closed figure in larger circle, isn't it? Now in the smaller circle, the elements are written like this: 5, then 6 and 7. Means these are the elements of the set B. Hence we can say that this set B is a subset of A. Okay, so in this way we have seen here the Venn diagrams and what is the meaning of the subset. So let us move to the practice set 1.3 of your textbooks. Example number 1 is given here. 4 sets are given: A, B, then C and D. These are the 4 sets are given. In these sets there are elements written in the curly bracket. We have to find out which of the following statements are true and which are false with the proper reason. Okay, so the first example is like this. Example 1 is like this. 3 examples are there. C is the subset of D. Now observe that here this statement is a true or false. This is a C. Note this. This is the letter C. C is the subset of D, like this. So we have to identify whether this statement is true or false. म्हणजे आता आपल्याला हे ट्रू और फॉल्स सांगण्यासाठी ऑब्जर्व करूया की सी मधले सगळे एलिमेंट्स, ऑल एलिमेंट्स डी मध्ये आहे का. ऑब्जर्व करूया. बी इज हियर एलिमेंट ऑफ सी, बट it is not element of D. This D is the element of set C, but this is not the element of D. Means here no any element of the set C is not in the set D. Hence we cannot say this set C is the subset of D. C मधले elements D मध्ये नसल्यामुळे आपल्याला या ठिकाणी असं म्हणता येणार नाही की C हा D चा सबसेट आहे. Hence this statement is a false. Okay. Second number, A is a subset of D. Observe that the elements of A are A, B, C, D, E. These are not containing in the D. All elements of A, सगळेच्या सगळे elements A and E आहे. Okay, but this remaining B, C, D are not element of D. We can write here this statement is false because why? Because B, C, D are not element of A. Hence element of D. Hence it is a false statement. Third one is like this. The third statement is given here. तिसरं स्टेटमेंट या ठिकाणी दिलेलं आहे आपल्याला. D is the subset of B. आता हे सुद्धा आपल्याला ऑब्जर्व करावं लागेल की D मधले सगळे एलिमेंट्स B मध्ये आहे का. D मधील एलिमेंट A and E are also in no. This E is the element of B, that is true. But this A of the set D is not the element of B. Here this statement is also false because why? Why this statement is false? Because A is not the element of set B, isn't it? You can use this symbol also. Hence third statement is false. आता आपल्याला पुढचे जे आहेत 4, 5, 6, 4, 5 and 6 रिमेनिंग स्टेटमेंट ते आपण बघूया या ठिकाणी. रिमेनिंग स्टेटमेंट्स आर लाईक दिस. 4th नंबरचं स्टेटमेंट आहे डी इज द सबसेट ऑफ ए. आता आपल्याला हा डी सबसेट आहे का बघायचा आहे. एलिमेंट ऑफ ए, एलिमेंट ऑफ डी आर ए अँड ई. दीज आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ ए means we can say here this statement is a true statement. Note that this statement is a true. 5 number, fifth statement is B is the subset of A. Observe the elements of B. C, D, E, F. C, D, E is here, but F is not the element of A. Hence this statement is a false. आपल्याला ठिकाणी B ला सबसेट म्हणता येणार नाही because काय कारण असणार ठिकाणी बिकॉज F इज नॉट द एलिमेंट ऑफ A. दॅट इज इन द सेट B. B मधला जो F आहे तो A चा एलिमेंट नाही, त्यामुळे त्या ठिकाणी फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट आहे. लास्ट स्टेटमेंट C इज द सबसेट ऑफ A. C इज द सबसेट ऑफ A. Here observe the elements of C. These are B and D. These elements are also the elements of A, hence this statement is a true statement. Okay, so in this way we solved here the first example. Second example आपण बघूया. नेक्स्ट एक्झाम्पल या ठिकाणी आपण बघूया. एक्झाम्पल नंबर 4. आपण या सेशन मध्ये फक्त वेन डायग्राम्स आणि सबसेट्स रिलेटेड एक्झाम्पल बघूया. रिमेनिंग एक्झाम्पल्स आपण नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओ मध्ये कव्हर करूया. Here A is 1, 3, 2 and 7. A containing these elements, 4 elements. Right here any 3 subset of the set A. या set A चे आपल्याला 3 subset लिहायचे आहेत. You can write many examples. So first of all, this is the empty set. This set is denoted by letter phi. This is called as the empty set. Note that empty set is always the subset of any set. Empty set is always subset of any set. कोणत्याही सेटचा तो सबसेट असतोच. ओके, तर तुम्ही 5 लिहू शकता. सेकंड एक्झाम्पल तुम्हाला दिले 1. यू कॅन राईट हिअर. You can name the set B like this, B containing the elements 1. Okay, so this is the subset of A. You can write here like this, C is equal to containing the element 3. This will be the subset of A. You can write here D is equal to 2. या अशा प्रकारे आपल्याला एक्झाम्पल्स लिहिता येतील. अजूनही आपल्याला लिहिता येईल E is equal to, you can write here 1 and 3. So this set is also the subset of A. F हा सेट आपल्याला या ठिकाणी लिहिता येईल containing the element 3, 2 and 7. हे अशा प्रकारे आपल्याला अनेक एक्झाम्पल्स लिहिता येतील. G is equal to आपण या ठिकाणी लिहू शकतो 2 and 7 also. या पद्धतीने आपल्याला असे अनेक सेट या ठिकाणी लिहिता येतील. त्यातले कोणतेही आपण या ठिकाणी 3 एक्झाम्पल्स लिहायचे आहेत. आपल्याला 3 सांगितलेले आहेत, राईट एनी 3 सबसेट. तर आपण या ठिकाणी या एक्झाम्पल पैकी कुठली 3 सबसेट लिहू शकतो. किंवा अजून आपल्याला काही सबसेट लिहिता येत असतील तर यू कॅन राईट द सबसेट ऑल्सो. द लास्ट एक्झाम्पल, राईट द सबसेट रिलेशन बिटवीन द फॉलोइंग्स. सम स्टेटमेंट्स आर रिटन हिअर. P is the set of the resident of Pune. रेसिडेंट म्हणजे रहिवासी, पुण्यामधील राहणारी व्यक्ती. Then the second statement is M is the set of resident of मध्य प्रदेश. मध्य प्रदेश मध्ये राहणारी व्यक्ती M या सेट मध्ये येणार आहे. I is the set of the resident of इंदोर. इंदोर हे जे शहर आहे हे मध्य प्रदेश मध्ये आहे. B is the set of the resident of India. देश, आपला देश, पुणे, मध्य प्रदेश, इंदोर हे सगळे भारतामध्ये आहेत. H is the set of the resident of महाराष्ट्र. महाराष्ट्रामध्ये पुणे हे महाराष्ट्रामध्ये आहे. ओके, आणि महाराष्ट्र हे इंडियामध्ये आहे. नाउ वी हॅव टू राईट हिअर द रिलेशन्स बिटवीन दीज सेट्स. काय रिलेशन म्हणजे कोण कोणाचा सबसेट असेल, विच सेट इज द सबसेट ऑफ द गिव्हन सेट, म्हणजे कोण कोणाचा सबसेट असेल. तर आपल्याला ठिकाणी बघूया की P इज द सबसेट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, म्हणजे P इज द सबसेट ऑफ H. वी कॅन राईट हिअर P इज द सबसेट ऑफ H. हे एक रिलेशन आपल्याला या ठिकाणी डेव्हलप करता येईल. देन P इज द सबसेट ऑफ इंडिया, कारण पुणे हे इंडियामध्ये आहे. सो वी कॅन राईट हिअर P इज द सबसेट ऑफ इंडिया. द सेट ऑफ द इंडिया इज डेनोटेड बाय B. सो P इज द सबसेट ऑफ B. असे आपल्याला ठिकाणी एक रिलेशन लिहिता येईल. ओके, मध्य प्रदेशचं रिलेशन बघूया. मध्य प्रदेश हा इंडियामध्ये आहे. सो M इज द सबसेट ऑफ इंडिया, means M is the subset of B. Okay, Indore is belongs to the Madhya Pradesh. So I means Indore, the set of the resident of the Indore is also the resident of the Madhya Pradesh. So I is the subset of Madhya Pradesh. The set of the Madhya Pradesh is denoted by M. Again, Indore is belongs to the India. So we can write here I is the subset of the set B, because every resident of Indore will be the resident of the India. So we can establish here such a type of relation. Okay, so these are the relations between the given sets. So in this way we completed the examples from the practice set number 1.3. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, keep learning.